This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster in My Podcast.
And this is The Crypt Thing.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Gonna do the Crypt Thing. That funky Cole Medina. Yeah. So this is just a skeleton with a goddamn robe.
Yep.
This is so stupid. And the robe is part of him. There's literally a line in here where the Crypt Thing looks like nothing more than an animated skeleton, save that it is always clothed in a flowing robe of brown or black. Pretty cool, Crypt Thing.
Yep. And their worst enemy is moths. If you unleash a box of moths on a Crypt Thing,
you just turn him into a regular skeleton.
Yeah, then at which point, fuck that guy. No, I will follow him. I will follow him until the end of the earth.
Yeah, there's no need to fuck a skeleton. No need to bone down. So with Crypt Thing, do you think that you and I could have it like the Duckfeed will, that we get turned into Crypt Things when we die?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I was looking at this, and this feels like a huge dishonor to me.
To become a Crypt Thing?
It feels like something that you do, like to the bastard's son or something like that. You're not fit to lay with our family in the crypt, which is what they do. They're created in order to protect a crypt or something like that. They're basically,
or they just come about. Some of them are ancestral.
Yeah, they're very in, just like, oh yes, they have returned, but nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we probably could. But I definitely see it. We're just on the other side of the dark gift thing. I don't want an eternal labor.
I just mean that, like, if you just are actual skeletons that didn't get dark gifted, if you just gave us brown robes, like, we would look indistinguishable from Crypt Things.
Oh yeah,
maybe a couple little red LEDs in our skull sockets. But it's just a skeleton, and he's really dignified.
Yes, he's definitely holding his hand to his chest, going, "My
it's
lord."
Like they photoshopped out a goblet. Like it was like a NASCAR goblet, or had a brand on it.
You know what he looks?
It was Chick-fil-A, and they got rid of it.
You know what he looks like? Somebody Star Fryer Tuck.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm getting from him.
He is dressed very much like Friar Tuck. Like I love that robe, the bunched up collar at the top of his robe, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think he looks really cool if he wasn't just a skeleton in a coat.
Right. And the only thing that makes him anything more than a skeleton, at least mechanically, and I like this idea.
Oh, this is super sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have anything to do with his theming.
Oh, no, nothing at all.
Like, why isn't this a mystic orb or a floating sphere or something that does this?
Right. We're not lacking for skeletons. So
we are lacking for spheres.
We are like, give us more spheres. We're going to get there eventually.
I adore the orbs.
But what we're talking about is the way that this Crypt Thing defends itself, and also does its job of defending the crypts, is to teleport people in random directions, random distances. Yes. And they say that particularly sly ones will transport people hundreds of feet above the ground, so they will fall to their deaths.
It's weird because it says it's random and gives you a table, and then immediately says they can control it.
Right.
It feels like it's an editing mistake.
Yeah.
But you can't get telefragged into things, but you can be teleported. And I love that it's up or down a dungeon level. Because like getting down a dungeon level could really fuck you up. Like these things are pretty cool mechanically.
Yeah.
As like a thing, like they're weak. They feel like a video game monster. Like this thing, if you don't, it's a high priority target that's not very strong. If you don't take it out right away, it's going to teleport you and like fuck you up.
It's going to scatter your party.
It's like a Left 4 Dead. Like
yeah.
this thing should be in Left 4 Dead 3. Like it just takes one of your guys, like a party scattering thing, stronger than the smoker or whatever. That'd be really rad.
For sure.
Valve.
Yeah, do it, please. Yeah. Also, this can't be turned, which that's a thing for higher level undead. Okay, so Gary.
Well, thank God, because they're pretty smart. Can you imagine being turned and having like human intelligence? There's the indignity.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically like after the dude gets drugged in The Big Lebowski and he's running through Malibu. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, so even if we don't agree to be turned into Crypt Things, Gary,
let's table that.
Let's table it. We can circle back to it. We'll pencil in a yes. But for the ecology here, what I love is that you can turn their bones into flutes, into pipes of haunting.
They're specifically good flutes, because the implication here, and is actually supported in the D&D rule set, is that you can turn any set of bones into pipes of haunting.
Yep.
It's just these ones are really good.
I don't need to
So
be great pipes of haunting, but what I want, Gary, is just for, use every part of the buffalo. And if
oh
my
yeah,
femur could be part of a bassoon, all the better.
yeah. My ribbies are already xylophones. So and just you turn me into a Crypt Thing, and then eventually I turn into a woodwind orchestra, and I go and join Dylan live at Budokai, and ruin all of his best songs.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.